Finally, guys, Tapswap is getting that listing on Bitgate, and this announcement have been since 8th of February. But the most important thing right here is what is going to be the price of this very token when it is listed on Bitgate any moment from now, because that very date have not been released yet. And why that is important is because after spending over a year or more on mining this project, what is the price going to be? Owing to the fact that the allocation is very, very small compared to every other airdrop. So in this video, let's dive into the detail of the price prediction and correlate Tapswap with other Web3 projects that have the same total supply. So let's dive right into this very video. The first thing that I want us to consider is the tokenomics of Tapswap. So if you look at this very area, we already know that the total supply for Tapswap is going to be 1 billion. Look at it right here, 1 billion. And if you are bothering, what is tokenomics? Tokenomics is the total token distribution, like token economies. How is the total token distributed? And this is how it is distributed. The first one here is for airdroppers, which is 50%, and the second one is 30% treasury. Treasury is like a reserve, okay, so that maybe should in case anything happen, we have reserve to back up whatsoever possible scenario, especially when things tends to go bad. And the next one is the team, 10%, okay, team 10%, and we have liquidity 10%. Liquidity means that for you to buy and sell, there must be initial deposit, okay, so they have to inject some token as initial liquidity together with some USDT, as the case may be, okay. So this is the token distribution, so the tokenomics of Tapswap. Now, one important thing about this very tokenomics is this airdrop 50%, because I am concerned about the fact that a lot of person did this airdrop and just 50% have been distributed. However, the allocation is very, very small. So there are tendencies that a lot of person were denied of this very allocation. That is the reason why I think Tapswap still hold majority of this token in their possession. That means they did not distribute it to airdroppers. That is my own personal claim, okay. Before I go into telling you what I think the price will be for this very token, something very important right here is which project have the same total supply like Tapswap, and that project is Cartizen. One thing about Cartizen is that the community energy was very, very strong, and this project actually did very, very well. If you look at the price right now, $0.17, that is 17 cents. And if you go down a little bit, you see the market cap right now is 53 million market capitalization. And if you look at the total supply was 1 billion right here, and the max supply 1 billion right here, and the circulating supply was about 34%, that is 314 million kati that was released into circulation. And if we follow this and use this to correlate with what is happening with Tapswap right now, you will agree with me that I don't think the Tapswap token is going to go above this very price right now that we see for Cartizen. Before we can say that this token is going to do well, there are other parameters that we must have to consider. And the first thing here is the community. The community have a very low energy right now. People are not happy with the fact that they have a very little token after mining for about a year. The next thing is the Tapswap market sentiment. With this community disappointment, I don't think the sentiment is positive. The sentiment right now for Tapswap is negative. And if you look at the overall crypto market is down, and the greed and fear index for crypto is at 44%. That is, people are afraid. So right now, if you consider this whole thing, it means that Tapswap is not going to do that much when it hit Bitgate exchange, when that very listing happened. So my price prediction for Tapswap is very, very simple. Owing to the fact that they have 1 billion total supply, okay, 1 billion total supply, and out of this 1 billion total supply, 50% is for airdroppers. That is, if you multiply this by 50%, you're going to have 500 million for airdroppers, which I believe some of these tokens were not given to airdroppers as mentioned. But one thing is very important right here. How much of this token is going to be in circulation? Because it is with that circulating supply that we're going to use to determine the price of this very token. And if you look at this tokenomics, there is no way they are going to release the treasury into circulation. There is no way. And the team probably may decide to sell off some token, okay? And let me give that 5%, okay, out of 10%. And they are not going to put in all liquidity at once. Let me also take 5% from here because I want to get the circulating supply. And if I use this plus this, let me say that they are going to release 60% into circulation or 50%. So let's work with 60% circulating supply for this very token. So if you say out of 1 billion total supply, what is going to be the circulating supply? Let me say 60%, which is 600 million. With 600 million circulating supply, do you think this very token is going to have a reasonable price at listing? I am looking at a 0.01, okay? That is where the price should start, 0.01, which will give us a $6 million market capitalization, very important. And the price is going to go up a little bit to 0.1, okay? So within 0.01 and 0.1, that is the range I am expecting this price to be for Tapswap. And with 0.1, we are going to have a $60 million market capitalization for this very project. And this is very, very important. So this is where you should expect the price to be for Tapswap, because with this, you can now use this very range of price to determine the value of your airdrop. And if we also say they release 50% into circulation, that is a 500 million, okay? A 500 million multiplied by 0.1 is going to give you a $50 million market capitalization. And if you multiply by 0.01, it's going to give you a $5 million market capitalization. What that means is either they release 50% into circulation or 60% into circulation. I am still working with a price of 0.01 to 0.1. This is very, very important. So that also boils down to the fact that you can use this very price with what you have as allocation and determine the value of your coin. And with that, we can say if you have a 50, because people get 50 as allocation, that is 50 taps as allocation, multiply that by a 0.1, you're going to have $5. And if you multiply by 0.01, you're going to have $0.5. That is just the reality. And if you have 100 taps, that is 100 token, divide by, multiply by 0.01, you're going to have $1. And if you multiply by 0.1, you're going to have $10. And for people that have 1,000, because I've seen that, multiply by 0.1, that's $100, and a 0.01, which is $10. And I have also seen an influencer that have 2,000, okay? 2,000 of this very token multiplied by 0.1, that is going to give $200. But if you consider all of this token value, relating it to the effort that have been put into mining this very airdrop, I can tell you it does not worth it, not at all. After spending a year mining this very token, and then you have a $100 or $50 or $1 or below $1 as the case may be, that is very, very frustrating. However, this is my price prediction. Between 0.1 to 0.01 is what I am expecting the price of Tapswap to be. And let's watch out what this price is going to eventually going to be at listing. So this is very important for all of us that is holding this token right now. Please consider supporting this channel by leaving a like for this video, subscribe if you have not, and turn on the bell notification for more crypto videos like this one. Also check the channel for other crypto content. Thanks for your support. Join our Telegram channel, the link in the description and also in the pinned comments.